Good morning and happy Monday. Let's take a look at today's top local story. In the wake of the millions of Americans protesting for No King's Day against the Donald Trump administration this weekend, hundreds of protesters made their voices heard here in St. Joseph, in Maryville, and other local towns. Noel Hardin visited with some of these protesters to see their motivations for showing up to No King's Day.
No Trump, no KKK, no fascist USA.
This weekend, millions of Americans protesting the Donald Trump administration for No King's Day, and hundreds of people in local communities joining as well. These protests spark from what protesters say is presidential overreach and Donald Trump disregarding to the constraints of his office, along with Trump's military parade to mark the 250th anniversary of the U.S. Army.
I'm fighting for every U.S. citizen and non-citizen to have their constitutional rights. We're fighting for due process. We're fighting to not have a king in our country where we swore we would never again have a king.
No King's Day aims to raise awareness about constitutional rights and challenge what these protesters see as violations of presidential power in lieu of mass deportations, immigration policies, and rights violations to the American people as well as immigrants.
Sometimes it's an isolating feeling, being one way while the rest of the city feels a certain way. So seeing the support out here feels very nice.
It doesn't have to be something that necessarily is political. It's about people who care about their country and the Constitution and your constitutional rights.
In St. Joseph, over 500 protesters urging leaders and citizens to take action to protect democracy and reject Donald Trump's policies, and over 100 in Maryville.
It shows that the country is ready to stand up and fight, and this will never ever stand a day. It will fall.
Protesters holding up signs and chanting, criticizing the federal government and urging people to fight back against unlawful policies from the Trump administration.
Our country is in a crisis moment. We have things that are happening that are not constitutional. We have a president who has decided that he has all powers and he is not restricted by law.
Noel Hardin, KQ2 News.
Kind of warm and muggy today, mostly sunny skies. We got clouds around this morning, but they'll clear out. It's going to be mostly sunny, up to maybe 90 today, certainly the upper 80s, but some spots going to get around 90 degrees. And then 70 tonight. Tomorrow it's going to be up to 85 with a good chance of rain tomorrow night. And then as we look ahead, we got a hot weekend ahead with highs in the 90s and heat index around 100.